Real cases, real people. Judge Judy.
Order.
Thank you. You may have a seat. This is a rather interesting lawsuit. Where do you work?
I'm carrying on with what I do.
What kind of work were you doing? I mean, are you in business or anything?
I wear a suit and a tie.
It doesn't take any brains. That's what the state paid you for. How much money do you earn a year?
Or just over $500,000.
I know the way the system works. Go ahead. What do you want to say?
As far as Mr. Epstein is concerned, as far as my association with him was concerned, it had some seriously beneficial outcomes.
You've been to stay on his private island?
Yes.
You've stayed at his home in Palm Beach?
Yes.
You've visited Ghislaine Maxwell's house in Belgravia in London?
Yes.
Did you make an appearance?
Probably 4 times.
Tell me what was there that you wanted.
Any sort of sexual contact, whatever. Because in the Navy, it's a pretty isolated business because you're out at sea the whole time.
Did your parents go with you?
No.
One of Epstein's accusers, Virginia Roberts,
Yeah.
has made allegations against you. She was a 17-year-old girl meeting a senior member of the royal family. She says, have sex with you in a house in Belgravia belonging to Ghislaine Maxwell, your friend. Your response?
And? You're asking me to speculate on things that I just don't know about.
Being cautious with your answers. Look at me right here.
I don't think that could have happened at all. That couldn't have happened because the date that is being suggested, I was at home with the children.
That's your whole defense.
Yeah. Well, I think that the date that we have for that shows that I was in Boston, or I was in New York the previous day, and I was at a dinner for the Outward Bound Trust in New York, and then I flew up to Boston the following day. Because of what I was doing, I was staying with the Consul General, which is further down the street.
When something doesn't make sense, it's usually not true.
Well, it's an interesting way of putting it.
What did you do?
Well, there again, I'm not one to be able to answer that question.
Whatever.
Do you remember her?
No. I have no recollection of ever meeting her. I've racked my brain and thinking, oh, well, when the allegations came out originally, I went, well, that's a bit strange. I don't remember this.
You're absolutely sure, or
Yeah,
you can't remember?
Absolutely sure.
Do you know you didn't meet her, or do you just not remember meeting her?
No, I don't know if I've met her, but no, I have no recollection of meeting.
Ridiculous.
You've seen the photo?
I've seen the photograph.
How do you explain that?
I can't. Because I have absolutely no memory of that photograph ever being taken.
What are you talking about?
Unfortunately, somebody was standing around with a camera at the time and got a photograph of us. It's one of the very few photographs there are of us, but that was the case.
I'd like to see it.
I don't remember that photograph ever being taken. I don't remember going upstairs in the house, because that photograph is taken upstairs. The photograph is taken upstairs, and I don't think I ever went upstairs. But I don't remember that photograph ever being taken. I mean, you can look at it in so many different ways. The fact of the matter is that somebody very cleverly took that photograph.
Is that right?
But I can tell you categorically, I don't remember meeting her at all. I do not remember a photograph being taken.
Baloney! Baloney. Absolutely did it.
So it's very difficult to be able to prove it.
Maybe not.
You can't prove whether or not that photograph is faked or not. But whether that's my hand or whether that's the position, I have simply no recollection of a photograph ever being taken.
Oh.
Here's the problem. Nobody can prove whether or not that photograph has been doctored, but I don't recollect that photograph ever being taken.
Why would people not believe that you were there with her that night?
I'm sorry, why would? It has been what I would describe as a constant sore. It's almost a mental health issue to some extent for me, in the sense that it's been nagging at my mind for a great many years.
So you applied for Social Security disability for yourself?
Quite rightly. There is a whole range of things that you face now that you didn't face 25 years ago, because it was just the print media.
Tell me about the television set.
Well, that bit I can't help you with, because I've no idea. And I would have to take all the legal advice that there was before I was to do that sort of thing. But if push came to shove and the legal the legal advice was to do so, then I would be duty-bound to do so. I'm bound by what my legal advice legal advisors tell me.
And it says so in the paper that you signed, is that right?
I'm not in a position to be able to comment one way or the other. Absolutely no idea.
That's too bad. You come back when you get something else. Thank you.
Party's excused. You may step out.